So let me actually resume here. We're going to want to go to, I believe it's location, which should be in one of these. Line, location line. Yep. We're going to want this to be a vertical line from, this is the X value. So if we think about this as from 0 to the Y value here is going to be 0.01, I believe. This should be the same point. So you have halfway through, if we're going to make this the midline, where is this being portrayed at? Yeah, probably, or surface body. Yep, from 0.75. 0.75. Okay. Yeah, right. I don't know why it's not showing up. Usually it does. Okay. Fly. There you go. Now we can see it. Here's the line. You have the midline here. And then we're going to want to also make an end line. Here's the location. Oh, there's the big one. Okay. That should be done. I don't know why this is taking a second to load. Another line. We'll call this one, since that one should be called, let me see actually if I can rename this one really quick. Rename. Okay, there's no way to rename view. Yeah, there's no, I'm not going to rename it here apparently. Just know line one should be a midline. Here we'll go to insert location. We'll do a line here. We'll call this one end line. I'm sure the midline is fine. This one we'll do near the end, 1.499 and 1.499 from 0 to 0.01 and apply that line, and that line will appear almost at the end. It's like kind of near the end here. We can see that. And with those, we're going to want to apply a contour field. We could also apply a vector field. I want to do a contour field here from the symmetry line 1 and number of contours, let's do 150 and apply that. And that should show with our results. That looks a little off actually. Oh, because this is pressure. We need to be doing velocity U. That's why I was going to say that does not look correct. This likely will look correct, and it does because we can see the effects of both the Poiseuille and the Couette flow here, as at the beginning we have this kind of ripple that goes into here with the laminar flow. We can also show this in terms of vectors of then symmetry 1. We can see here this kind of overlays the vectors as the main line of water flows in like this. Yeah, and with that, we then can also, oh, that is going to be pretty interesting to look at. I think there might be some sort of bug with the software that makes it a little bit exaggerated. Probably something to do with the settings. You might have to mess around with those a little bit. Let me see if you have velocity. Okay, yeah, sampling, probably some sort of grid. Let's try applying that for this. Yeah, that seems to be a little bit more respectable. At least towards this, you probably have to turn, let me see if you can turn this contour graph off. Yeah, now we can see the relative, I think this might need to be a little bit smaller here. That way we can get a bit better of a velocity field. Because I think that maybe that's a little too small. Yeah, so, oh yeah, it's going to take a sec. So I guess with these, it's going to come down to your settings on the velocity fields. But yeah, and then you can also go from here. I'm going to force stop this because, yeah, okay, yeah, it's fine. I want to make sure we get all of the stuff. So you're going to want to go to the results of this, and you're going to want to export the data here to a CSV file. So let me pull that up. And Yeah, export CSV. You're gonna want the data along the service body, kind of everything here. And yeah, you should be good to go. So that's all you need. Thanks.